Okay, today we're going to be talking about the sonnet and how to complete your sonnet anchor sheet that you've been given this week. The first part, 1 through 11, is researching the sonnet, and this is very, very straightforward. All you need to do is come over to a Google search and put in the word sonnet, and it's going to give you most of the information that you need on here. Once you go through a little more uh, researching, perhaps Wikipedia or some of these other sites, you'll be able to find all the answers to the questions here. So it's simple, fill in the blank research questions using the search engine. The tough part is when you come down to the bottom. Now, you can choose any Shakespearean sonnet you want. I'll come over to, again, to your Google. Oops, sorry, not that one. And you can put in Shakespearean sonnet. Okay. This will also give you some information about the sonnet. But as you can see, you have many websites that you can come across, and this is just one of them that you can pull up, any sonnet, and it'll show you. And you can print this out. Okay, find one that you like. Now, if you don't feel like finding your own sonnet, then you can come in and use the one that is on the bottom of the paper. Okay. So I've done Sonnet 121 for you here, and you can use this as your sonnet if you don't feel like looking up here. Okay, so the first thing that you need to do is number each line. So just on the paper, come in and put 1, 2, 3. You are basically confirming that the sonnet has the correct number of lines. And you're also identifying that it has the correct rhyme scheme, because all sonnets have the same set rhyme scheme. It should be, and I'm not going to give it away, but you should be able to identify it easily. After you do that, then, which is also fairly simple, you get into the harder part, and that is breaking the line into syllables. As you can see here, I've given you an example of how to break the line into syllables. This is from Sonnet 18. Remember that the breaks can come in the middle of a word. They don't have to come at the end of the word. I didn't get an example that had that, but sometimes it'll come right in the middle of the word, which is a little bit tougher. But as you can see, you just put a straight line in between each one of the syllables. And this goes back to sort of your kindergarten skills and breaking words into syllables. For instance, the first one is so long. And you can clap out. I know it sounds very kindergarten-y, but you can clap out the syllables if you like. So long. It would be the same as, say, if you cut up the word butterfly into syllables. How many syllables does the word butterfly have? Butterfly. 3. So you would have to, that was one you'd have to cut in the middle if you used it in a Shakespearean sonnet. You have to cut it in between the 2 and 3. So you're cutting it into the syllables of the word. And then you're going to mark each one as stressed and unstressed. Okay, so you can see here the unstressed, stressed. Little marks, a little curvy U and a little dash above the line. That's stressed and unstressed. Okay. And put a star next to any line that is not 10 syllables. So sometimes Shakespeare would have included a line that was not exactly 10 syllables or perfect iambic pentameter, and that happens occasionally. And a lot of times he would do it for emphasis of the line and so forth, but for the most part it'll follow that pentameter. Okay. So just to give you an idea on the example that I've given you, if I was going to cut this first line into syllables, I would say, and I could clap this out or pound it. I like to give it a little heartbeat too. Tis be, so that's one. Tis is one. Bet is another. So you would cut it right here where the dash is. You put your line here. Tis bet. Tur, 2. That's another foot there. Be vile. Then vile, esteemed. Okay, so that is your 5. You can see there, those are your 5 breaks. I was wondering if I had something on here, maybe an I. I'll put an I in between it. Yeah. You can see it. So you can see also how you have to break the line in the middle of the word on this very first one. There. Okay. So I've broken this into 5 syllables, or 5, excuse me, sets of syllables. 2 syllables each. Dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun, dun dun. Okay. Now when I come in here, it should be unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress. I don't have a little marker to do that, but that's how it would be labeled. So don't forget your stresses and unstresses. You can see up here at the top, that's these right here. Unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress, unstressed stress. Okay? And then you would come in and put a star next to anything that is not 10 syllables if that was the case. This one is not the case. It is correctly 10 syllables. Okay? And that's how you would complete your anchor. I hope that helps you.